Today, we're diving into a powerful topic that could genuinely transform your life. 5 critical things you need to eliminate from your home right now. This isn't just about tidying up, it's about aligning your physical space with the potent principles of the law of attraction and embracing timeless Buddhist teachings on abundance. Now, I want you to pause for a moment. Close your eyes if you're in a safe place to do so. Take a deep, centering breath. As you inhale, imagine drawing in pure, positive energy. As you exhale, let go of any tensions or doubts. Now, envision your ideal life. What does abundance look like for you? Maybe it's financial prosperity, a beautiful home, financial freedom, the ability to travel. Perhaps it's radiant health, boundless energy, and vitality. Or it could be rich, fulfilling relationships, a sense of purpose and inner peace. Whatever abundance means to you, hold that vision in your mind. Feel the joy, the contentment, the sense of accomplishment. This, my friends, is what we're working towards. Now, open your eyes and look around you. Your physical environment plays a crucial role in manifesting this vision. The ancient Buddhist teachings and the modern law of attraction both emphasize the profound connection between our outer world and our inner reality. When we clear our physical space, we're not just decluttering. We're literally making room for new blessings, opportunities, and abundance to flow into our lives. Think of it this way. Imagine trying to pour fresh, clear water into a glass that's already full of murky water. It simply won't work. The same principle applies to our lives. If our homes, our personal sanctuaries, are filled with items that no longer serve us, how can we expect to invite in new abundance? That's why the method we're about to explore is so powerful. By identifying and eliminating these 5 specific things from your home, you're not just cleaning up, you're performing a sacred act of alignment. You're declaring to the universe, I am ready for more. I am worthy of abundance. I am creating space for blessings to enter my life. As we go through each item, I want you to approach this with an open mind and an open heart. Remember, this isn't about deprivation. It's about liberation. It's about freeing yourself from the physical and energetic clutter that's been holding you back, perhaps without you even realizing it. Trust me, by the end of this video, you'll see your home and your potential for abundance in a whole new light. Let's start our journey of transformation in a place many of us overlook, your closet. Take a moment and visualize opening your wardrobe. What do you see? Clothes neatly organized, each item worn and loved? Or is it bursting at the seams, filled with items you haven't touched in months, maybe even years? We all have those pieces we've been holding on to, right? That dress you wore to a special event 5 years ago. Those jeans that don't quite fit anymore, but you're keeping just in case. That shirt you bought on impulse, but never found the right occasion to wear. Each of these items tells a story, carries a memory, holds an energy. But here's a profound truth that might change the way you look at your wardrobe forever. Clothes carry energy from our past. Yes, you heard that right. Each item in your closet is not just a piece of fabric, it's a repository of energy, emotions, and memories from a specific time in your life. When we keep clothes we no longer use, we're not just cluttering our physical space, we're essentially clinging to old energies, old versions of ourselves that might be holding us back from stepping into our fullest potential. It's like trying to move forward while constantly looking over your shoulder at who you used to be. One of the core principles of Buddhism is the concept of non-attachment. It teaches us that attachment to material possessions can be a source of suffering, and that true freedom comes from letting go. By letting go of these material possessions, we're not just decluttering, we're practicing a powerful method of releasing what no longer serves us. We're creating space not just in our closets, but in our lives and in our energy field for new abundance to flow in. Think about it this way. If your closet is full of clothes from your past, where is the space for the you that you're becoming? Where is the room for the abundance you're calling into your life? Now, I know what you might be thinking, but what if I need that item someday? This fear of lack, this worry about not having enough, is exactly what keeps us stuck in patterns of scarcity. By holding on to things we don't need, we're unconsciously telling the universe that we don't trust in its ability to provide for us in the future. So, here's what I want you to do. It's time for a closet cleanse. But not just any closet cleanse. This is a sacred method of creating space for abundance. Set aside some time today, yes, today, to go through your closet. Approach this task with mindfulness and intention. For each item you touch, ask yourself these powerful questions. When was the last time I wore this? If it's been more than a year, that's a clear sign. Does this item bring me joy in the present moment? Not just the memory of joy, but actual current joy. Does this serve a purpose in my life right now? Be honest with yourself here. Is this aligned with who I am becoming or who I used to be? If the answer to these questions is no, then it's time to let that item go. But here's the crucial part. Don't just toss it aside. Hold the item in your hands, thank it for its service, for the memories it holds, for the purpose it once served in your life. This gratitude is key. It acknowledges the value the item once had, while also affirming that it's time to move on. As you release each item, visualize yourself making space for new abundance to enter your life. See yourself letting go of old energies, old limitations, old versions of yourself that no longer serve you. Consider donating these items to someone who might need them. In doing so, you're not just clearing your space, you're participating in a beautiful cycle of giving and receiving. You're putting faith in the abundance of the universe, trusting that as you give, so too will you receive. As you complete this process, stand back and look at your newly organized closet. Feel the lightness, the spaciousness, the potential. You've just taken a powerful step towards manifesting abundance in your life. You've declared to the universe that you're ready for the new, for growth, for transformation. Now that we've cleared our closets, let's move on to something that might seem insignificant at first glance, but actually holds tremendous power in shaping our energy and our reality. I'm talking about broken objects. Take a moment and think about your home. Can you picture that chipped mug sitting in your kitchen cabinet? Or perhaps there's a clock on your wall that stopped ticking months ago, but you just haven't gotten around to fixing or replacing it. Maybe it's a chair with a wobbly leg, or a pair of glasses with a missing lens that you keep meaning to take to the optician. We've all been there, haven't we? Keeping these broken items around, always intending to fix them someday. But here's a profound truth that might change the way you look at these objects forever. Broken items carry a vibration of lack and dysfunction. You see, in the grand tapestry of the universe, everything is energy. Everything vibrates at a certain frequency. And broken objects, they vibrate at a frequency of incompleteness, of something being not right. When we surround ourselves with these items, we're unconsciously tuning ourselves to that same frequency. In Buddhist philosophy, there's a beautiful concept known as pratitya samutpada, or dependent origination. This teaching emphasizes that everything in the universe is interconnected. Nothing exists in isolation. Every object, every thought, every action is part of a vast, intricate web of cause and effect. So when we apply this wisdom to our living spaces, we begin to see how powerful our environment truly is. When we surround ourselves with broken things, we're not just living with some damaged objects. We're unconsciously aligning ourselves with that energy of brokenness, of things not working as they should, of problems left unsolved. Think about it. How can we expect our lives to function smoothly and abundantly if we're constantly surrounded by reminders of dysfunction? How can we align ourselves with the vibration of wholeness and prosperity if our everyday environment speaks of incompleteness and neglect? This is where the law of attraction comes into play. This universal principle tells us that like attracts like. The energy we put out into the universe is the energy we receive back. So if our home, our most intimate environment, is filled with broken items, what kind of experiences are we attracting into our lives? But don't worry, because awareness is the first step towards change. And that's exactly what we're doing right now, becoming aware of these energy drains in our homes so that we can transform them. So here's what I want you to do. We're going to perform a powerful method for inviting positive energy and abundance into your life. But remember, this isn't a chore. This is a sacred act of aligning your physical space with your highest intentions. Set aside some time today for a mindful walk through your home. As you move from room to room, be fully present. Notice everything. Look for any items that are broken, chipped, cracked, or not functioning as they should. This includes kitchenware, chipped plates, cracked glasses, appliances that don't work properly. Furniture, chairs with wobbly legs, tables with scratched surfaces, lamps with frayed cords. Electronics, clocks that don't keep time, remotes with missing buttons, chargers that only work at certain angles. Decorative items, picture frames with cracked glass, vases with chips, ornaments that have seen better days, clothing and accessories, watches that have stopped, jewelry with broken clasps, shoes with worn-out soles. As you identify each item, don't just make a mental note. Actually pick it up if you can. Hold it in your hands, feel its energy, acknowledge its current state. Now, here's the crucial part. For each broken item you find, you have two choices. If it's something that can be easily and promptly repaired, commit to fixing it immediately. Set a specific time to do so and stick to it. If it's not worth repairing, or if you know deep down that you won't get around to fixing it, it's time to let it go. But here's where we infuse this process with powerful, positive energy. As you decide to repair or release each item, take a moment to thank it. Yes, thank it. Even in its broken state, this object has served a purpose in your life. It has taught you something, even if that lesson is the importance of letting go. This gratitude method aligns perfectly with the law of attraction. By expressing thankfulness, even for things that no longer serve us, we're vibrating at a frequency of abundance and appreciation. We're signaling to the universe that we're grateful for what we have and that we're ready for new, functional, and positive elements to enter our lives. As you dispose of these items, responsibly and eco-consciously, of course, visualize yourself releasing any stagnant energy associated with them. See yourself making space for new, vibrant, fully functioning objects and experiences to come into your life. Imagine the energy in your home shifting, becoming lighter, clearer, more aligned with your true desires. Feel the sense of accomplishment, of having taken a concrete step towards manifesting abundance in your life. By eliminating these broken objects from your space, you're sending a powerful message to yourself and to the universe. You're saying, I deserve wholeness. I deserve things that work. I'm ready for a life that functions smoothly and abundantly. In many spiritual traditions across the world, shoes are seen as powerful carriers of energy. Think about it. They literally take us on our life's journey. They're there with us as we walk to work, as we explore new places, as we dance at celebrations, and as we stand firm in challenging times. Our shoes are silent witnesses to every step of our personal odyssey. But here's where it gets really interesting. When we neglect our shoes, when we let them get scuffed, worn out, or dirty, we're symbolically neglecting our path in life. We're sending a subconscious message to ourselves and to the universe that we don't value our journey, that we're not prepared for the road ahead. In Buddhist teachings, there's a powerful concept known as mindfulness in every action. This principle encourages us to bring our full attention and care to even the most mundane tasks. By applying this wisdom to the care of our shoes, we're not just cleaning leather or fabric, we're practicing a profound form of mindfulness. We're showing respect for our life's journey and preparing ourselves both practically and energetically for the path ahead. Now, you might be thinking, it's just a pair of shoes. How can this really affect my life? But remember, in the practice of manifesting abundance, it's often the small, seemingly insignificant actions that create the biggest shifts. By caring for our shoes, we're aligning ourselves with the energy of preparedness, of readiness for new opportunities, of respect for our own journey. This practice also connects beautifully with the law of attraction. When we take the time to clean, repair, and polish our shoes, we're sending a clear message to the universe. I am ready for my journey. I am prepared for success. I respect myself and the path I'm on. And according to the law of attraction, when we vibrate at this frequency of readiness and self-respect, we attract experiences that match this energy. Set aside some time today for this sacred practice. Here's what I want you to do. Go through your entire home and collect every pair of shoes you own. Yes, even the ones hiding at the back of your closet or under your bed. Bring them all to one place where you can see them clearly. Pick up each pair of shoes and really look at them. Notice their condition. Are they scuffed? Dirty? Do they need repairs? As you do this, reflect on the memories associated with each pair. Where have these shoes taken you? What experiences have you had while wearing them? Now, it's time to clean. Use appropriate cleaning products for each type of shoe. For leather shoes, use a good quality leather cleaner. For fabric shoes, a gentle soap and water solution often works well. Pay attention to the details, the soles, the laces, the insides. As you clean, imagine you're washing away any negative energy or stagnation these shoes might have collected on their journeys. If any shoes need repairs, loose soles, worn heels, broken straps, commit to getting them fixed. If you can do it yourself, great. If not, take them to a professional. Don't put this off. Remember, we're symbolically preparing our path in life. For shoes that can be polished, take the time to do so. This isn't just about making them shine, it's about protecting them for future journeys. As you polish, imagine you're buffing your own energy, making it bright and attractive to positive opportunities. As you work on each pair of shoes, practice mindfulness. Feel the textures under your hands. Smell the leather or the cleaning products. Really be present in the moment. Reflect on where these shoes have taken you and where you hope they'll take you in the future. Here's where we really tap into the power of manifestation. As you clean, repair, and polish each pair of shoes, visualize yourself walking confidently towards your goals. See these shoes taking you to new, exciting places. Imagine them carrying you across the threshold of wonderful opportunities. When you've finished with each pair, take a moment to thank them. Yes, thank your shoes. Thank them for supporting you, for carrying you, for being part of your journey. This gratitude practice aligns you with the abundance mindset, opening you up to receive more blessings. Finally, as you put your shoes back, do so with intention. Organize them in a way that feels respectful and orderly. This organization is a physical representation of bringing order and intention to your life's path. This simple yet profound method can create a remarkable shift in your energy. By caring for the very things that carry you through life, you're declaring to yourself and to the universe that you're ready for what's next. you're showing that you value your journey and that you're prepared to step into abundance. I want you to know that if this topic brings up strong feelings for you, that's okay. Take a deep breath. Remember that we're approaching this with compassion, both for ourselves and for the memories of those we hold dear. Many of us have items in our homes that once belonged to family members or friends who are no longer with us. It might be grandma's china set, dad's old watch, or a best friend's favorite book. These objects often become tangible links to our loved ones, physical reminders of the connections we cherished. Holding on to these items can feel like we're holding on to a piece of that person. It can bring comfort, a sense of continuity, a feeling that they're still with us in some way. And there's nothing wrong with that. Our memories and our love for those who've passed are precious, and honoring that is beautiful. However, and this is where we need to tread gently, sometimes our attachment to these possessions can keep us emotionally tethered to the past. When we surround ourselves with too many reminders of what was, we might find it challenging to fully embrace what is and what could be. In Buddhist philosophy, there's a fundamental teaching about the nature of existence called anicca, or impermanence. This principle reminds us that everything in the physical world is in a constant state of flux. Nothing lasts forever, and change is the only constant. This teaching isn't meant to sadden us. Instead, it's meant to liberate us. By understanding and accepting the impermanent nature of all things, including life itself, we can learn to appreciate each moment more fully. We can learn to hold our loved ones close in our hearts without needing to cling to every physical reminder of them. The law of attraction teaches us that our present energy and focus shape our future experiences. If we're constantly surrounded by reminders of loss and past relationships, we might inadvertently be keeping ourselves in a state of grief or nostalgia rather than openness to new joys and connections. So, how do we honor our loved ones while also creating space for new abundance in our lives? How do we keep their memory alive without keeping ourselves stuck? This is where we need to approach the process with intention, love, and reverence. Set aside some quiet, uninterrupted time for this process. You might want to light a candle or play some soft music to create a peaceful atmosphere. Now, carefully consider the items you're keeping to remember loved ones who have passed. As you look at each item, ask yourself, does this item truly represent the essence of my loved one? Does it bring me joy and comfort, or does it primarily evoke sadness? Am I keeping this out of love, or out of guilt or fear of forgetting? If my loved one could see me now, would they want me to hold on to this? Or would they want me to live fully and joyfully in the present? As you go through this process, remember that letting go of an object doesn't mean letting go of the person or the memories. Your love and your memories live in your heart, not in these physical items. Choose one or two special items that genuinely bring you joy and comfort to keep. These might become part of a small, meaningful memorial in your home, a way to honor your loved ones without turning your entire living space into a shrine to the past. For the rest of the items, consider these mindful ways to let them go. Donate them to a cause your loved one cared about. This way, their possessions continue to make a positive impact in the world. Give them to other family members or friends who might appreciate them. Sharing these items can be a beautiful way to keep the person's memory alive within your community. Upcycle or repurpose the item in a way that gives it new life while honoring its history. For example, you might turn a loved one's old clothing into a memory quilt. Perform a small method of release. This could involve writing a letter to your loved one, expressing your feelings about the item and your decision to let it go. You might choose to bury this letter along with a small object, or burn it safely, allowing the smoke to carry your message symbolically to your loved one. As you release each item, take a moment to thank it for the memories it holds. Thank your loved one for the time you shared. Visualize their energy blessing your decision and supporting your journey towards a future filled with new joys and experiences. Remember, this process isn't about forgetting. It's about honoring the natural flow of life. It's about making space in your physical environment and in your heart for new experiences, new relationships, and new forms of abundance. By letting go with love and intention, you're not just clearing physical space, you're also releasing any stagnant energy of grief or loss that might be lingering in your home. You're opening yourself up to receive new blessings, new relationships, new forms of love and connection. This process might bring up tears, and that's okay. Allow yourself to feel whatever comes up. Cry if you need to. Laugh at fond memories if they arise. This is all part of the healing process, part of honoring both your past and your future. We're going to address the overall energy of your home by tackling something that affects almost all of us: clutter. Now, when I say clutter, I want you to expand your understanding beyond just physical messiness. Clutter isn't just about having too many things lying around, although that's certainly part of it. Clutter is fundamentally an energy issue. Think about it. When you walk into a cluttered room, how do you feel? Does your mind feel clear and focused, or do you feel a sense of overwhelm, maybe even a little anxiety? That's because clutter isn't just physical, it's energetic. When our spaces are cluttered, our minds often mirror that state. We might find it harder to concentrate, to relax, to feel at peace in our own homes. And here's where it connects deeply to our journey of manifesting abundance. When our energy is scattered and our minds are cluttered, it becomes much harder for us to align with the vibration of abundance and prosperity. In Buddhist practices, there's a profound emphasis on simplicity and space. This isn't about austere minimalism. It's about creating an environment that supports clarity of mind and spirit. The Buddhist concept of Ma in Japanese aesthetics refers to the pure and essential void between all things. It's the breathing space, the pause between notes in music, the empty space in a painting that gives meaning to the composition. When we apply this principle to our living spaces, we begin to see how powerful emptiness can be. A clear space allows for clear thinking. It invites positive energy. It creates room for new ideas, new inspirations, new abundance to flow into our lives. The law of attraction teaches us that we attract what we are in alignment with. So ask yourself, what kind of energy are you aligning with through your space? Is it an energy of clarity, purpose, and openness to receiving? Or is it an energy of confusion, stagnation, and blockage? Now, I know the thought of decluttering your entire home might feel overwhelming. That's why we're going to approach this with mindfulness and intention. We're not just cleaning, we're performing a sacred method of energy clearing and abundance invitation. Choose one area of your home to declutter today. It doesn't have to be an entire room. It could be a drawer, a shelf, or a corner that's been bothering you. The key is to start small and be fully present in the process. As you approach this area, take a few deep breaths. Set an intention for your decluttering session. It might be something like, I am creating space for abundance to flow freely in my life, or I am aligning my space with my highest good. Now, as you go through each item in your chosen area, ask yourself these questions. Does this item bring me joy or serve a clear purpose in my current life? Does this item align with the person I am becoming, or is it tied to a past version of myself? If I were to see this item for the first time today, would I choose to bring it into my home? Does this item contribute to the energy I want to cultivate in my space? For each item that doesn't meet these criteria, thank it for its service. Yes, just like we did with the clothes and broken objects, and then let it go. You might donate it, recycle it, or dispose of it responsibly. But here's where we infuse this process with powerful, abundance-attracting energy. As you remove each item, don't just focus on getting rid of things. Instead, visualize that you're actively creating space. See yourself making room for new opportunities, new relationships, new forms of abundance to flow into your life. Imagine that with each item you remove, you're not just clearing physical space, but energetic space as well. Visualize stagnant energy dissolving, replaced by fresh, vibrant, abundance-attracting energy. As you create open spaces, whether it's an empty shelf, a clear tabletop, or just a little more room in a drawer, pause to appreciate that openness. Feel the potential in that space. In the Buddhist tradition, we might call this cultivating awareness of the Ma, the meaningful empty space that gives form and possibility to everything around it. Once you've finished decluttering your chosen area, take a moment to cleanse the space energetically. You might do this by burning sage or Palo Santo, if that aligns with your beliefs and practices, simply opening a window to let fresh air circulate, playing uplifting music or chanting mantras in the space, spritzing the area with a mixture of water and a few drops of essential oil. Finally, stand back and appreciate the transformation. Notice how different the energy feels in this cleared space. Take a few deep breaths, imagining that you're breathing in this new, clear energy, allowing it to fill your body and mind. This method of mindful decluttering is incredibly powerful in shifting your home's energy. But remember, it's not about achieving perfection. It's about creating a space that supports your highest good, your deepest aspirations, and your journey towards abundance. I encourage you to make this a regular practice. Perhaps commit to decluttering one small area each week. Over time, you'll notice not just a physical transformation in your home, but an energetic shift as well. You might find yourself feeling more focused, more inspired, more open to the abundance that the universe is constantly offering. Remember, your home is not just a collection of things, it's a living energy field that both reflects and influences your inner state. By consciously curating this space, you're not just tidying up, you're actively participating in co-creating your reality with the universe. You might be wondering, what's next? How do I maintain this positive energy and continue to attract prosperity? Well, I'm glad you asked. The truth is, creating an abundant environment is just the beginning. To truly manifest prosperity and abundance in your life, you need to cultivate the right mindset. That's why I've created a special playlist called Mindsets for Manifesting Prosperity and Abundance. In this series, you'll discover the essential mental shifts that will supercharge your manifestation practice. Here's what I want you to do right now. Look for the playlist, Mindsets for Manifesting Prosperity and Abundance, appearing on your screen. Click on it now. Don't wait, because the sooner you align your mindset with abundance, the sooner you'll see results in your life.